Hello everyone. We are here today to make masala corn. It's a lovely snack which you can have at any time, and it's lovely. You find it actually a lot in fairs and everything. So we're going to show you how to make it at home today. So let's start with the ingredients. We have one corn on the cob here. We have some lemon. We have few range of masalas. So we have chilli powder, chaat masala, salt and jeera powder over here. Then we have our lovely makhan which we obviously need, so nice amount of butter also. And then of course we need our regular utensils, spoon and a serving bowl, a nice pretty bowl to serve it in. So actually you have to peel this out and you'll find the corn inside here, and you have to cut it up, and then you'll get the corn kernels. You can see they're nicely, they have to be washed well, and you will find the corn kernels. So we're just adding in over here the corn into a vessel which you can boil water in. So we're just going to add that in. And now we're just going to add enough of water to cover this. And we're going to boil the corn for roughly 10 minutes. Actually, I'm sorry, it's actually for 5 to 7 minutes. But of course, it depends on the amount of corn you have. For us, it might take about 7 minutes. But if you have a lesser amount of corn, it will take lesser than that. So we have just put the corn on for boil over here. And we're going to let it boil for about 5 to 7 minutes. So over here you can see our range of masalas. While the corn is boiling, I thought I will explain these to you for a second. Over here I have a red chilli powder which has been freshly ground in our house, and the reason we are using red chilli powder is because we really like a lot of spice in our corn, but depending on whether you can tolerate enough spice, you can moderate the amount of chilli powder you use. Please don't overuse this because this is very, very, very spicy. Over here we have chaat masala, which is actually a mixture of other masalas with a dry mango powder, which is really nice. It adds a really nice tartness, and so you can try and add this masala to your corn. It really lifts the corn. This over here is for some jeera powder we use for some base in the corn. It's really lovely again to use. And lastly we have our salt, which of course we cannot do any of this with. And then over here we have our butter. Now butter really adds a great amount of melting feeling to the corn, and also when we are sauteing our corn later, we will use a lot of butter, which of course nobody minds. Yeah, so I just wanted to step in for a bit and tell you that you can totally alter all the measurements of the amount of spices and butter we're using depending on your quantity, and also that you can the great thing actually about this recipe is that you can make your own flavor of corn by adding a little more lemon, little less lemon, adding a little more chaat masala, less chaat masala. So that is why this recipe is actually great, and it's really flexible. And for kids, of course, you can use slightly lesser of the masalas, and for people who like it really nice and spicy, the corn, you can add more of the chili powder. Okay, so now the corn is done, and we're going to turn off the flame. You'll know when it's done. You can taste one. It's going to feel really nice and soft. Okay, so now we're going to just drain this corn. So we have just put the same vessel back again, and now we're just going to put on the heat again. And we're going to start preparing the corn according to everyone, can just change the recipe, but we're going to show you how to make the base of the corn. So now we're going to just put the butter. I'm using this salted butter, and I'm going to put in 2 of these dollops in it. And of course we're going to add little more later when we're serving. So you don't want to put too much, but of course if you want more, you can add more further in the recipe. The butter is nicely melted and it's like sizzling. So now we're just going to add in our corn. So we're just going to stir in that butter throughout the corn. You want it to be evenly distributed. Of course, now at this point we might add a little more butter because of course this is all nice butter corn. So we require a little more butter for our quantity. So we're just going to add, I think one more should be fine. So you can see we are very generous with our butter because we know that this kind of corn requires quite a lot of butter. You can see how nicely it will melt throughout. And this really will enhance the flavor of the butter corn. Okay, so now we're just going to turn off the heat because our corn is done. So our corn, of course, is over here ready, beautifully, very hot actually, and nice, and it's actually completely cooked, so you can actually eat it now. But we of course are going to add in our spices and butter and our condiments. So we're going to start off by just adding about a spoon of, depending on how much corn you want. We're going to put in, I think, a little bit because we're making it over here only for 3 people. So I think about a few spoons amount of corn should be enough, right? I think that's enough. And okay, so we're going to show you how to prepare this much of lovely corn. Now of course this is butter corn, so we need to add a little more butter in it. And we're just going to mix this through. Now we're going to add in our pinch of salt. Just roughly, just put it in a little more maybe. Right? And we're just going to mix this through. But I'll mix. We're making masala corn, of course, so we're going to add in a little bit of jeera. I don't think we need that much, so maybe this much of jeera powder. And this much, about that much of chaat masala, maybe a little more, and of course some chilli powder adds a nice spice. So now we're gonna just mix all the masalas in properly so it's evenly distributed and you can taste all the masalas on each and every corn. You can see the amount of masala is not too much, it's the right amount. Now we're just going to put in one wedge of lime, not this much, maybe a little less of lime juice. Now we're just going to just pour it over into our serving dish. And this is it. This is how you make fabulous masala corn. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like this video and please subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. And I will see you in my next video very soon. Thank you very much.